Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm talking about the GForce Huckleberry again, and I've got a second update for you, so stay tuned for that.
Apocalypse.
Okay, so first off, shout out to GForce Arms out in Nevada. I think it's Reno actually. I called the phone number on the back of the manual here, so if you have any issues, call them. They're really willing to help, super fast, not really a wait time at all on the phone call. And there was a lady I spoke to named Courtney, and she was able to help me immediately with my problem. And the issue was this magazine cap here that you see here. So this is the old one. They sent me another one. I don't really know if it's new or not. I mean, it has a few little imperfections as far as like scrapes or whatever, but you know, it does look unused and it does look like it doesn't have any dirt or anything like that on it. So whether it's new or just another one they just grabbed real quick and sent it to me, it was just packed in a bubble envelope by itself, no Ziploc bag or anything like that. So let's go ahead and talk about this and see if it solves the issue. So I have some calipers here and I just wanted to measure real quick and kind of compare the two. I've also took a really good picture of these two side by side and I'll keep that posted here so you guys can kind of see the differences. It's from the naked eyes, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two. So let's take the original or the old one, and I just want to measure across here on these threads to see what the actual measurement is, the diameter here, and it is measuring at 0.48 inches. And let's take the new one or the one that they just sent me as a replacement. I would say they are both new, but one's a replacement, one's not. And this one actually measures 0.49. So again, the old one, 0.48. It just pops down in there quite easily, pulls right out. Let's just measure the inside of this magazine tube. And it is clear, safety is on, empty, there's nothing in there, so we don't have to worry about blowing our face off. But anyway, let's just take the inside diameter of the magazine tube just because I'm also curious about what that is. And it is 0.48 inches, but it's 0.48, just trust me on that. So, okay. 0.48, 0.48 on there, it fits in there like that, it just drops in, right? The new one is 0.49 inches. Now it doesn't drop in there, so we're already winning here. Let's go ahead and try and screw in a couple threads and try to pull it out, nothing happens. We'll just keep tightening it. Tighten it all the way down. And it's got a very secure thread catching there, so there are very slight differences. The old one or the original one has a little bit of some flat edges on the threads there, which, you know, makes sense of why it's 0.48 versus the 0.49 inches here. These are a little bit more defined threads. They're also not as sharp as I typically you would normally see, I guess, in a screw, but they seem to catch better. So now let's try putting the spring in. By the way, if you had the same issue and a follower came out, let me just show you that. This is the follower right here. It's a nice, cool little red one here with a hole in it. So what goes down into the magazine is this more of a chamfered end or a skinnier diameter end right here. That goes into the magazine tube like that. Drop it in there, and then you take your spring. Doesn't seem like it matters of which way it goes in. And just keep putting it all the way in here, and then grab your new magazine catch, or the one that you need to have for this. Just place it over the top of this spring there and just kind of start screwing that in while pushing down at the same time so it can start catching. And right now that is flat and super secure. Safety's on, it's clear. What I'm going to try now is actually try and see if I can put some resistance in there by loading up 8 rounds here in the magazine tube, because, you know, maybe it'll get some more spring tension on there. And I always had an issue, I don't want to say issue, but it is harder to load these in for some reason, probably because it's brand new. Things have to get broken in. I've never loaded or owned a lever action before to kind of compare differences on loading different types of brands and stuff, but this isn't the easiest. You really got to push down. You got to push in pretty considerably. Once you get it in there like that, then it'll kind of slide in there better. All right, this last round, number 8. Come on. All right, come on. 8th one right there. Okay, we got all 8 finally in there. Okay. Oh, it would suck to load that up consistently all the time. You will definitely have sore thumbs later until that gets broken in. All right, 8 rounds, safety's on, nothing's in the chamber here. So, all right, we're gonna just kind of hold that in there for a little bit. And actually, I did have some in there for about a couple hours and nothing came loose here. This does still seem pretty tight. You can unscrew it, I guess, but make sure that's tightened down in there, but it does seem like that is going to hold. Again, let's take it out to the range and do some shooting, because when I first bought it, it looked like it also was holding and it was flush and it was tight and everything. But when I started shooting, things started vibrating and moving around, that maybe it worked itself loose or whatever. And it doesn't look like the original had any ripped or torn threads at all in it. So I don't know what happened. I think it's just lemon or something that I got, and we should be good to go now. Oh yeah, also, I just wanted to mention too, real quick, I got nothing against GForce arms. I still really like them. I think they're a good company so far, at least from my experience, but it's just like any gun. Usually, you know, for example, Sig Sauer, don't buy a first model Sig, right? You know, if you remember the first P320s that came out, they had a lot of issues, but now it's a really good gun, and we know that Sig is a reputable company, right? And, you know, this happens to a lot of manufacturers too, I think. You know, you get a firearm out into public and the customers, you know, they provide their complaints and issues and things like that. And it's up to the manufacturers to fix that. And so I think GForce did a good job here. And at least it was something quite simple and easy to fix. You know, long story short, if you wanted to go fix it really fast, you could probably go to Tractor Supply real quick and grab a bolt and slap it in there and it'll work, right? But, you know, this magazine cap was a super easy fix. And yeah, something so minor to that, there's no reason for me to really be upset with the company or not. I'm just giving you guys the information as I have it and giving you my experiences, okay? So anyway, I like the gun still now. I like it more, even better now if it's going to hold together, and really top-notch customer service from GForce Arms. I was kind of really nervous to actually do business with them because I never even heard of them before, but I did like the lever action from different listings that I saw, so I decided to take a chance. The price wasn't too bad, and so yeah, now I'm even more satisfied and happy that I went with them, because they have really responsive customer service and they really don't argue with you or anything. They, at least in my case, as long as you have a good reason, you have evidence of what's going on here, they are really happy to help. So thanks a lot again to GForce Arms. And next video, let's go out to the range and try this out after we get it better sighted in and just test some different ammos out, and eventually, hopefully I get a can in soon. It's been on the wait list for a while here, and then we'll try that out with various types of ammunition. So I got a question for you guys before I go here. I'm new to 357 and lever action, so in general I'm looking for ammunition, and so I saw some lead round nose. Are those good? Are those okay to shoot in your lever actions? How are lead round noses? Are they going to gum up my rifling or cause a lot of fouling and be really difficult and hard to clean? Let me know in the comments section if I should stay away or never use lead round nose ammunition. I did notice that some lead round nose ammunition that I actually did buy. I did buy some, by the way, so I'm going to have to shoot it anyway. But would like to see if, you know, that's going to make this dirtier, or, I mean, it's subsonic too, and so the plan is to use it with a suppressor, which that may or may not be a good idea if you, depending on how dirty you want to get your suppressor, right? So anyways, help me out with that in the comments section. That way I'm a little bit more well informed, and then yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next video.